I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is actually setting up and putting pieces into play for us to see Zemo go face to face with one of Marvel Comics' most terrifying villains ever, Doom. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nerd Theories channel. This theory is built off of how the show sets up Thunderbolts and the Power Broker and the identity of the Power Broker. So if you haven't seen my last theory video, this one right here, go ahead and do yourself a favor and check it out. The show hasn't ended just yet, and I don't know what's going to be revealed in the next episode, but I'm pretty confident I'm right about this Power Broker stuff and their identity. So I guess maybe potential spoiler warning? Yeah, potential spoiler warning. Now, episode 5 hasn't come out yet. We are about a day away. So with this in mind, with that in mind, let's get into this theory. So like I said, this theory is built off upon how the show is setting up Thunderbolts, and it's also setting up Doom a little bit. And there's some precedents for both of them to be in the series. So like I mentioned in the theory video that's connected to this, I guess this is like a two-parter. I came to the conclusion that the Power Broker is Sharon, and she's going to also help set up the Thunderbolts. Now, this has been rumored for a while that Black Widow, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I believe Armor Wars will do that as well because of the storyline that it's named after, will help set up the Thunderbolts and stuff like that. And then there have been insiders creating, hinting at and rumoring. One of them, Professor Hulk, had said that someone unexpected will bring together the Thunderbolts, and I think that's Sharon Carter as Power Broker. So first we have to look at who the Thunderbolts were in the comics. In the comics, the Thunderbolts were essentially Marvel's Suicide Squad, bad guys doing good things on the government's behalf. If we go back, keeping in mind that Sharon is probably the Power Broker, if we go back to episode 3 and we look at Sam offering to help Sharon get a pardon.
Help us out and get your name clear.
And if she does set up the sort of pseudo proto Thunderbolts like I think she does, then her getting a pardon is a big part of this, because she gets to operate as the Power Broker as a US citizen, and no one would know, because no one really knows very few people know she's the Power Broker. And if Carly survives the series, she could be a Power Broker she could be a part of Sharon's team. Just to recap, so Sharon, Power Broker, who is help setting up the Thunderbolts, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier has multiple people in that series who have been a part of the Thunderbolts. Batroc, Songbird is rumored to be in it, and there's actually some set photos of someone who looks like they could be Songbird. Jolt was rumored to be in it, but I don't think she's going to be in the series anymore. US Agent John Walker's Captain America is also part of Thunderbolts. And Zemo, who did lead the Thunderbolts at one point in the comics. How did I even think about Doom? Well, if we look at a couple of rumors and hints and that have come out recently, tweets from Casey Walsh saying Disney Plus could pay off for Doom, Charles Murphy and I believe it was Fandom Wire running stories saying that they heard Doom could be in Black Panther 2, and this would be through his role would be as a background character and starting proxy wars by conquering nations. And if we look at that quote from episode 2 of Zemo, straight up saying Sokovia got broken up and eaten by its neighbors.
I heard what became of Sokovia. Cannibalized by its neighbors before the land was even cleared of rubble, erased from the map. Suppose any of you bothered visiting the memorial? Of course not. Why would you?
Then can you kind of see where I'm going with this? Doom is seeking to expand Latveria's power, and he is an authoritarian ruler. Seeing how the US government doesn't like that, they task Ross with creating some heroes to do this. So with Doom being this role of grabbing power being set up in the MCU, and Zemo being royalty, I don't think he would like that. But the gist is, Sharon being pardoned helps Ross create this task force, this Marvel Suicide Squad, the Thunderbolts, to carry out missions. Obviously Sharon would be manipulative and be doing this for her own reasons to gain power as the Power Broker. Maybe she gets some tech from there. Sharon's doing it for her own reasons, and they capture Zemo, and since America doesn't like authoritarianism and American values and all that stuff, they go after Doom because he is that kind of leader. And Zemo did lead the Thunderbolts. under the moniker of Citizen, I think it was V or Citizen K. He leads the Thunderbolts on the assault against Doom because he has his own personal feelings against them. Because, you know, Zemo doesn't like him. He is royalty. He is Sokovian royalty. I don't think he's going to be okay with someone coming in and taking over his country, essentially. So, editor NT here just came in for a couple things. One, I was not expecting episode 6 to be so good. Obviously, it came out by now, and it's Monday, so hopefully everyone's seen it by now. So I'm going to be posting this theory in there, and I was right about Power Broker and who that was, so excited about that. I will be making explained videos, like explaining things that people don't know about, and like the Netflix Marvel and the falling out and how that impacted the characters and what that means and why it took so long and why it's taking so long for Daredevil to come back, and what him being in Spider-Man No Way Home means, and all that good stuff. I also explain like things like things about like why certain things are in the MCU and the DCEU, and some of the drama a little bit, because I don't want to dive too deep into that type of stuff. And then they're gonna have theories about the Dark Avengers and Young Avengers, and then in those series they'll explain that. And then those explained videos will usually drop on Saturdays. Theory videos will drop for sure on Thursdays, sometimes on Tuesdays if I can manage to get 2 out within a week. Reaction videos will usually be Friday or Saturday, and then Sunday. And then if there are 2 in a week, Friday or Saturday, and then Sunday or Monday. So watch out for those. That's really it. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that Doom being in Black Panther 2, and those rumors, that's about Black Panther 2 adapting Doom Wars, and within that story, Doom happens. He's after the Vibranium in Wakanda, and obviously that's something that Sharon would want because that could help advance her. Also, there's going to be a theory about why I think she's going to be at least a background villain or an like / antagonistic force, or maybe even the main villain for Armor Wars. Back to the video, and with that brings us to the end of this video. If you like this type of content, which is Marvel, DC, anime, Star Wars, news, theory, and reaction videos, then you should subscribe and become a part of this community. We're trying to build something very cool here, where we just everyone gets to be themselves, and we get to enjoy stuff like this out here in media. Also, go ahead and like and don't forget to hit the notification bell and share. Sharing helps a tremendous amount. I've seen the analytics in the videos. Man, it helps. It boosts the views a lot. So sharing your favorite subreddit, Facebook group, Instagram group, and yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.